Hi Virgo, welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I do your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for those who've taken time out to leave comments. I really appreciate that. And for those who have ordered readings, thank you for your support. And if anyone new is watching, welcome. And I hope you're enjoying these readings. So, Virgo, we've got a new moon in Pisces, which is happening in your 7th house on March 6th. And at that same day, Uranus moves into Taurus. And Mercury goes retrograde the day before, on the 5th. And then we have a full moon in Libra on the 20th, and that's the same time as the spring equinox. So we've got a lot of things going on this month. So let's see what's going on with you with the cards, and then we'll talk about the astrology later. What does Virgo need to know about love and life? What's going on in relationships? What's going on in career? What's going on? What is important this month? What are the energies for March for Virgo? What information does Virgo need to know for March 2019? What does Virgo need to know? Okay, let's see what we have. The Hierophant. The 7 of Wands. The High Priestess. The Justice card. The King of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The 10 of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. The 8 of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. So, let's see. So, you start out with the Hierophant and the 7 of Wands. The Hierophant is a card of sharing your wisdom with the world. It's also a card of conservative energy, stability, stubbornness at times. The Hierophant can represent the sign Taurus. It represents something that's been around for a long time, an institution. So it could be that you're in this relationship, that you've been in a relationship that's been a long-term thing. Sometimes with the Hierophant, you feel like you want to do the right thing, or you're doing things because it's expected of you, rather than something that you really want to do. So you might be, with the 7 of Wands, you might have to set some boundaries or stand up for something that you believe in, or stand up for your rights in a relationship or a situation. If you're working for a company, you could be working for a company that's very rigid or strict. They have a lot of rules and regulations, and they're not open to change. And so you have to fight for to get your point across. In a relationship situation, maybe you're dealing with a person like this, a person who's very stubborn. Someone who just, is rigid. They just want to do things their way, and that's it. And that could be you. Maybe you're being too rigid in a situation, or too stubborn in a situation. You need to be a little bit more flexible. Or be more open to someone else's ideas. In any case, you do have the upper hand. So if there's any type of conflict going on, or any type of competition, you are the favored one, you're the chosen one, you have the upper hand. So you can win out in a conflict. You just have to stand your ground. And you really want to do what's right. You're really concerned with doing the right thing, following tradition, following the rules. Virgo is very good at doing what's expected doing, as Virgo is the sign of service and doing things and paying attention to details and following tradition. You're not one to buck the rules or buck the system. So sometimes you might get criticized because you're such a stickler to routine or to tradition. But don't let anyone criticize you. Just stand your ground. You're doing what you feel is best in a relationship or in a situation. So don't be intimidated by criticism. The High Priestess is the basis here. So there could be things going on behind the scenes. Trust your intuition. The High Priestess is about tuning in to that inner guide. So if you're trying to make a decision and you're wanting to do the right thing or wanting to follow what's expected of you, trust your inner guidance that it will lead you on the right path. Because I feel like with the High Priestess, you might be trying to decide something with partial information, or you might need to tap into your intuition. The Justice card, there could be some legal situation that you're dealing with. If it's not, or even if it's a career opportunity, you're waiting to hear an outcome. So maybe some things are happening behind the scenes in a relationship and you're waiting to see how things are going to play out. The Justice card usually means that a decision will be made in your favor or there'll be a fair outcome. Justice also relates to karma. So you might be reaping the rewards of past karma, or you might be finishing out a karmic cycle. Something is coming to completion and you're getting ready for a new beginning, because you have the Ace of Wands here in the near future and the King of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, although you have pretty much all the... You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could also be dealing with an earth sign and air. You have the Queen of Swords here. So there's a new beginning coming in March. It might even start... The seed gets planted in March, but you may see the results in April. But there could be a new career opportunity coming. And you might be getting... it's either a new relationship or a new career opportunity. And it might be that you're getting mentored by this King of Wands. Because he's someone who is a good leader and likes to help others and likes to mentor or show people, be like a guide. So you could learn a lot from this king. The Ten of Pentacles is here, so your financial situation is going to change also with this new opportunity. You might have to learn some new skills. I feel like you might be going either back to school or getting some type of training to take advantage of this opportunity. And there's also the Eight of Wands. Doors are going to be opening up. I feel like it's going to be a career month for you. That there'll be opportunities for new beginnings in career. Some kind of project, something that's coming up is going to be really exciting. Now, it could also be a relationship that comes up out of the blue. Maybe someone that you meet through work. And suddenly, things are happening. So it starts out with a career opportunity, and then it may lead to some type of relationship. Or even if you're going back if you're taking classes, you could run into someone in that area. If you're in, because the page could be someone younger. There could be a little bit of an age difference. But the Eight of Wands usually means, the arrows of love or things happening quickly, journey by air. Whatever happens, you might be falling head over heels for someone toward the end of April. Someone that you meet, and it kind of brings a new, it gives you a new lease on life. Because the Ace of Wands is a card of taking action. It's a card of passion, you know, where you're really excited about this new beginning. So it's possible that your life gets a boost from this beginning. Both, it could be also a career, it could be a career opportunity, but it could also be a relationship. The one that gives you security, a sense of security. Could be with an earth sign. The Queen of Swords is the outcome. So you could be dealing with someone who, although they're open to the new, they're open to a relationship, they may have come through a very difficult time. And so they have built walls up around them. And they're kind of independent. They don't let people get too close. So you're going to have to, like, you have to trust, you have to build their trust. So it may take time for this relationship to get deeper. And this Queen of Swords could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it's someone who's very independent and not needy, but not very warm either. Like she has like a wall built around her. So whoever you're dealing with, they may be kind of standoffish, or they may not want to bond as quickly as you want to. Like you may be head over heels, but they may want to take things slow. Or they might just be kind of pushing you away. So you're going to have to just be patient and let them come to you a little bit. Let them drop their guard. They've been damaged by life, and so they have a lot of fears. So if you're meeting with someone, they could be a little bit critical, a little bit hard to handle. But definitely some new beginnings that look really exciting and very promising, and that could bring you financial reward. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So Virgo, your new moon is in the 7th house. So that's the house of relationships, committed partnerships, business relationships. So you're either starting a new job or working, forming a commitment with someone in a career project, or it could be also a new relationship. Uranus is in your 9th house, so you might be learning some new things, maybe something that involves technology. You have Saturn and Pluto going through your 5th house, so this is very intense. You're having intense, and also the South Node. So you're having intense, it's like karmic meetings and karmic connections with children. Things are heavy with your kids or with other people's kids. Maybe the person you're meeting has children, and they could be a problem. But it also brings intensity to romance. And with Saturn there, it could be longevity. Like you could be meeting people that you could have a very stable relationship, but it's going to involve work. It's going to involve commitment. It's going to involve discipline. Venus in your 6th house helps your health situation and your work situation. So you'll be getting along better with colleagues at work. You have to watch the sugar. Watch your sweets. Because the 6th house is the house of health. You don't want to Venus makes you want to indulge in sweets. So you want to just watch that. Don't overdo it. Mars in the 9th, you may want to travel or get out of town or go back to school or something. You're longing for adventure. And the full moon is happening in your 2nd house. The moon is in the 2nd, the sun is in the 8th. These are your house of values and self-worth and money. So something may be coming to culmination by the end of the month that brings more financial security to your life. So if it's a new job, you're making more money. If you were out of work, you might find work. If it's love, if it's a new love relationship, either way, you're going to feel secure. You're going to feel like, okay, I've got someone that I can count on. Especially with all these planets in the 5th house, Saturn, Pluto. There could be some fated meetings. Like you might meet someone in a fateful way. Or you're going to meet someone that you were destined to meet because it's the South Node. South Node and North Node are affected. So, let's see. The 9th house, you have Uranus in the 9th, Saturn. The North Node is in the 11th. And it's in Cancer. So you could be forming new friendships that have a healing effect on you. And one thing you want to be concerned about, especially because all this energy is going through your 7th house. Venus and Neptune, Mercury and Neptune are going to be in your 7th house, and they're going to be coming together in March, or close conjunction. You want to make sure that if you're communicating with within partnerships, if you're asked to sign a contract, or if you get involved with someone, that you want to make sure that they're being honest with you, that they're not telling you some kind of story or over-exaggerating, because there could be deception in relationships with Neptune, especially Mercury with it being retrograde. There could be miscommunications, misunderstandings. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're speaking clearly, you're going out of your way to be understood. And you're not going to sign any contracts while Mercury's retrograde. So take it slow, see if you could postpone things. Now, if there's something that comes up and you have to sign, then you just need to read the fine print. Because there could be some confusion. You may not know exactly what you're signing up for. Because when Mercury and Neptune come together, and if it's not an art project or some type of creative project, it could bring dishonesty or lies or deception in some way, some type of deceptive communication or confusion. So just be careful of that and you'll be fine. Maybe you just need to let someone know how you feel and not beat around the bush. So you want to be direct in March. But it looks like good beginnings for you, Virgo. Good beginnings, and that will lead to abundance. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you'd like a private reading or a personal reading, just click on the link in the description box and it'll take you to my website and we can get that scheduled and set up. And I'll be working with you. So have a wonderful March. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.